Hello everyone, I am going to upgrade a client's PC. It's a very old PC. I'm gonna change the alarm. I'm gonna change the hard disk drive and the RAM. She's got a 4 gig RAM and 500 gig HDD, but an old one. I got a SSD SATA and a 16 gig RAM, so her PC is going to be very fast. And make sure you are very careful when you slot this in. Be extra careful when you are pulling the HDD out. I'm holding a camera with one hand and pulling out gently with my other hand. Be very gentle. Alright, it's out. This is the old one. This is my favorite screwdriver, and I recommend this for all the ladies out there. They actually should make one in pink. So we're gonna remove those screws, and please be careful not to damage the screws with your screwdriver. I like this one because it has that magnetic pull or magnetic attraction or magnetic effect. It's not easy to damage your screws. And one thing I've learned as well is always have a tape nearby so that you secure all your nails and your screws. You don't want to misplace things, especially because some PCs have specific nails and screws that belong to that particular part, and if you lose one, you have potentially damaged a client's PC. It's out. Okay, secure. That's a SATA SSD. Then we're gonna screw that on to the SSD. I'm actually lucky because I use both of my hands. I'm equally both left and right-handed. What do you call that? Ambidextrous or something? So the whole video, I'm basically using my right hand to upgrade the PC, and I'm using my left hand to hold the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Secure, and make sure you don't damage anything. Okay, now it's time to slot it back in. Remember, one hand camera, one hand pulling the SSD in. Make sure you are very gentle here. Okay, there goes the SSD, and pull and jiggle gently, very gentle. You can take as long as you want, as long as you don't break anything, because everything is so sensitive and so fragile in here. There we go. Excuse the camera shaking. And it's in. Now it's time to secure the other clips, the first clip and the second one. Okay, everything is aligning nicely. Now it's time to replace or put back the battery or the power supply unit. Like I always say, make sure you secure your screws and your nails with tape or stick or something that sticks to keep them separate, and always keep your nails with the appropriate part so that you don't get confused. Alright, so here we go. We finally have the battery the right way up, and we just need to slot it up there. There we go. Just make sure it snaps gently, and then we replace the screws. Using one hand. Well, it's working. You see how the screwdriver makes life easy? Everything just glides smoothly. This one was a little bit tough. Then you secure everything, making sure not to break or damage the screws for next time when she needs to change her battery or something. And we're done. Okay, so here's the new SSD drive secured, and here's the new 16 gig RAM. And now it's time to put back the cover. Oh, before that, so I couldn't change the processor because it is built into the motherboard for this PC. I think a processor is a 1.4 gigahertz or something. It's pretty weak, but because of the RAM and the hard drive upgrade, the PC is still gonna be fast enough. And you can tell how filthy her PC was. So when you're replacing the cover, make sure you align everything precisely, especially the ports, the USB ports. Make sure they align, make sure they slot in gently, and because you don't want the client to struggle, right? Okay, here we go. Be very gentle. Okay. So test your cables, the charging cable, your USBs. Nice. And check your card. Nice, no struggle. USB. Nice. And now it's time to screw everything back. See, everything just slides smoothly. If things don't slide smoothly, it means something is misaligned. Something about laptops, computers, and things like that, they are made to be easy to work with. If anything is a struggle, it means that something is misaligned. So you see, I'm doing this with one hand and I'm not even forcing, I'm just being gentle. You see, no force. So I'm removing all these old stickers. And now it's time to open the laptop. If the hinges are smooth, there are no crackling sounds, then it means everything is assembled back together nicely. This is how dirty the PC was. And after using all the cleaning products, this is how the laptop shines, and the inside, everything is clean. I haven't shined the screen yet, but you can see a huge difference. Basically, this is a refurbished laptop. You can buy old laptops, refurbish them, and sell them back at a higher price. And now it's time to test the new machine. Yeah. And now, time for the real thing. I'm gonna upgrade the PC. I'm gonna install Windows 11. Previously, her PC was on Windows 10 and it wasn't performing at all. So here I'm just checking the BIOS, and you can see the 16 gig RAM memory and Windows 10. And here I'm just looking at all the prompts on the screen. I just wanna save and exit. F10. Yes, that's it. And now I'm installing the Windows 11 using the USB Windows Media tool. There we go. And this was actually the quickest, fastest install I've ever seen. It felt like 10 minutes. So maybe realistic it was 30 minutes, but it felt like 10 minutes. Usually it takes around 4 hours. Sometimes if clients don't want to upgrade their PCs, it can take the whole night. And here I'm just showing you the partition, what Windows 11 assets in terms of storage space and what it doesn't accept. So I created the primary partition for OS, program files, and so forth. And the rest of the memory will be for your media files, your documents, videos, music, and so forth. And there we go. And then select your keyboard. I usually select the UK and USA English keyboards. And then sign in to Microsoft or create a new account. There we go, the new PC is ready. And you'll see how quick this PC is and how many programs I'm going to run simultaneously. And just to check about the PC, 16 gig RAM. Here I'm just showing you shortcuts. Okay. So here I just want to check my storage. You can see the local storage for your programs, OS, and so forth. Window X to assign the other partition to local disk drive B. Yeah, I think I said B. Yes. And so as you can see, coming up just now, 251 gigabytes will be assigned to local drive B. This is where you will store your documents, images, videos, and everything that you do on your PC. And your local C will actually be your backup site. In case something happens to your B, you know that your PC is still safe. You've got all your documents saved. On C, you've got all your OS and everything saved. Here, I'm just ejecting the media USB. The first thing I do is to install Chrome. And make sure when you install programs, you always go to the original creator of the program or software or application. Don't download from any unknown or third-party websites or from any websites that promise you free software. That's a cybersecurity risk. So download your Chrome and set your Chrome as default. There we go, already sign in with your Google account and we're done. You can see I was also running antivirus scan at the same time. The PC was still fast. I always download the malware bytes for my clients because of affordability. The cheapest option is $499 or something like that per year. That's in rands, and then students get a 50% discount. Okay, so window I, so you go to system and then you go to your storage, advanced, where new content is saved. So from now onwards, after this point, all your contents will be saved on local disk B. You only leave the first one, the new apps, on local disk C, and then all your documents, images, videos will go to B. And then once in a while, make sure you back up so that some of the things you don't want to lose can go to C in case something happens. And apply, and apply, and we're done. So then I always want to see my desktop clean. Create a desktop folder first thing, and then within that desktop folder create another folder every year. So this year when you start your PC, you would create one random 2025. Oh, here's the scan completed. Okay, let's go back to the desktop. I suppose we're done. Oh, now you pin your Google Chrome to your taskbar to make it easier to find it, and then you delete everything else on the desktop. So you will only have the recycle bin and the desktop folder. Very clean, very simple. And we are done. The client will be very happy. And that's my cue. Good night, everyone. As you see, I'm wearing my nightgown and it's time for bed. This is the back of the PC. This is the front, all shiny, refurbished. This was fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.